first got here, the previous owners said, you know, get used to doing nothing all day, kind of on their way out the door. No. We sold 80 cars our first month, and so that was the store record. It was #1 in Ohio, and then we just never looked back.
No, in 2008, when the world was quote-unquote ending, Bernie was spending more money and completing this facility. The risk was huge, but the reward was there.
As you walk in, you know, the wow factor that you get. The waterfall as a background kind of really sets the tone. The customers walk in and, you know, look at everything and see, you know, the amount of cars that are in the showroom floor.
You just bought a new Mercedes.
Welcome to the best Mercedes-Benz dealership in Ohio. I mean the Midwest. I mean the central United States.
First-class cars and first-class facilities.
Clients come here and they see the facility and they're just blown away. And the first 6 months, we sold more new Porsche than all dealerships in Northeast Ohio combined.
You're actually the best of the best. We receive the best of the best awards. It actually comes from corporate Mercedes-Benz, and the way we earn that is not just by selling the most cars, but it's on the whole experience.
It's just a handful of dealers nationwide that are awarded best of the best on an annual basis, let alone consecutive years.
My commitment to the customer is to fulfill the dream.
What sets us apart here is the experience that we give you at Airport Acura. Very good in service.
One of the things I love about our organization is there's a real culture of winning. We said, why not be the #1 Infiniti dealership in the state? Why not be the #1 Acura dealership in the state?
To be #1, you have to be the best. You can't rest on your laurels. Being #2, #3, #4 really isn't an option. We're the fastest growing dealership in the state, and next we're going to try to be #1 in the Midwest.
This is the first ice block facility in the country, so it's reminiscent of ice from the front. It's one of the very few Saab facilities, not only in Ohio, but in the country, that are this impressive when you walk into them. People see it as a commitment to the brand. The cars are exciting to begin with. Saab is one of the best kept secrets in the auto industry.
We sell a lot of cars on the east side of Cleveland. It's amazing how far people will go for good service. So we saw an opportunity with this beautiful facility, being right here in Beechwood, to be able to kind of bring a new level of service to Buick and GMC. They're our first domestic brands. We had no trucks until this acquisition, and there's a lot to be said for being able to buy American. And in our short time that we've been here, we're right there in the thick of it for #1. We have a very bright future here because of that.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone.
We're trying to look at the company as a regional company now instead of just centered on the west side of town. So we've expanded because we're on the east side for the first time, try to get a foothold over here. We're looking south a little bit, but we see the company continuing to grow. You can have a great facility, you can have a great name, you can have a great location, but all those things are secondary to the customer relationship. And that's what we do differently, and that's the difference between us and the competition.
Simply the best.
Bernie's not an individual who comes into a community or a neighborhood and just sells cars. He's an extraordinary businessman. He really is a family man and a community man. And all that came together to suggest that this was the kind of individual that perhaps we could form a relationship with the museum. We have named a plaza here in front of the museum, Collection Auto Group Plaza. And that's in response to Bernie's great support of the museum in the past and his continuing support in the future. The excitement of being around a car dealership or a collection of brands like the Collection Auto Group is quite special. There are folks that build relationships with their customers, and that's what makes them so very, very different.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone.
Our team makes us the best.
A dealer principal who constantly challenges us to reinvent ourselves.
Bernie pushes us to be our best every day.
We have an unbelievable service department.
It's like working in a mechanic's heaven. We take our job serious. You've got an image to uphold them.
You have to want to be the best.
I like to be number one in anything I do.
There's a world of difference in atmosphere between the other stores that are in our marketplace.
We don't wake up every morning to just be mediocre.
We definitely understand the value of our customers. It is the most important thing that we have.